Hello everybody, I hope you're enjoying this beautiful fall weather. Today I have a super simple fall look and I'm going to be using some new techniques, so I hope you enjoy. So I've already washed, toned, and moisturized, and right now I'm going to go in with my primer. It's Master Prime by Face Studio, and this is going to help control my redness. I'm going to apologize for the camera shaking. You guys, I'm so sorry. I guess something on the table was moving the camera, and if you needed me to re-record this video, I will. Alright, so back to the primer. I'm going to rub this in all over my face, and just make sure to be very gentle around your eyes and, anywhere that you think you could be pulling on your skin. Just try to be gentle. Alright, so let this dry. That's what I'm doing by flapping my hands. And we're going to go in with this Revlon blending brush. I typically don't use brushes to blend in my foundation, but I said, you know what, let me just try this new technique, and I can't believe it, but I actually really like it. And I'm going in with my favorite drugstore foundation. This is Fit Me Dewy and Smooth. My color is 125. I like to put a little bit of the product on the back of my hand and dot it all over my face, just so that I don't put too much product directly on the skin and then have to somehow get it off. Now going in with the Revlon blending brush, I'm going to lightly buff this into my skin. When going around areas like the hairline and between my eyebrows, I like to sometimes squeeze the brush just so that I'm not getting a ton of product into my hair. And do not forget that neck, honey. Going in with Revlon Color Stay Concealer, I am the shade 02 Light, and I'm going to highlight in a triangle formation under my eyes. I'm even going to put the concealer a little bit past the corner of my eyes, just to the tip of my eyebrows, because I really want to give my eyes an uplifting look. So just for my personal preference, I like to try to make my face look longer. So I'm going to highlight the chin and try to elongate the forehead by dragging this brightness all the way up, because I want people to focus on those light areas. Alright, and here I go flapping my hand again trying to get the product to dry faster. But now we're going to go in with a beauty blender. And this time, you guys, I did a dry one instead of wet. I know, I can't believe it. Usually I'm all about damp beauty blenders, but I'm just trying new techniques and I really like this one. Gently, gently, gently stipple this concealer into the foundation. Look how nicely this is blending in, you guys. I cannot believe it. Alright, now it's time to go in with some Airspun. This is a loose face powder, and I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques contour brush. You guys, I love Real Technique brushes. They're so affordable. Alright, and to set the under eyes, we're going to take some translucent powder and tap it off into our lid and blend it onto our brush. Always, I repeat, always blend out your under eyes before setting them. Now, stipple this product onto your under eyes. You can also put this product above your lip, anywhere you really want to set so that it doesn't, oh my gosh, I got it in my eye, so that it doesn't, come off. I sweat a lot on my upper lip, so I always try to set there. At this point, I'm pretty much setting everywhere that I concealed. Now I'm going in with the Studio Makeup On The Go palette. And I'm going in with a brush. I think I got it from BoxyCharm, guys. I'm sorry, I don't know, but one side is dense and one is fluffy. So going in with the second shade of the palette, I'm just going to put this all over my lid and blending out if I have any foundation on my lid with that dry beauty blender. But I'm going to go in and put this all over. It is just a matte off-white cream color. So going from the lid to the eyebrow, I am going to just be using that fluffy brush to just get this color all over. Next, using my Sigma E25 brush, I'm going to go in with this beautiful pumpkin-y color. And this is just a nice orangey shade. So if you guys don't have this palette, don't fret. You can always just find a really nice light warm brown. And we're just going to put this shade right in the crease. And seriously, you guys, this Sigma brush is to die for. You guys have to have this in your makeup collection. You need it. I'm telling you. It is the best at blending. And you're just going to keep blending, blending, blending. You don't want any harsh lines for this look. Or probably for any look, unless you're doing a cut crease. Alright, and just go in with any blending brush to just smooth out the entire eyelid. I'm using this because I couldn't find my Sigma E40, and now I'm going to use the dense end to go in with that second color that we used all over the eyelid, and I'm just going to pat that on the lid. Going back in with that dense end, I'm going to use this shimmery white color. That's the first color in the palette, and I'm going to put this on the inner corners of my eyes to open them up. This will help give me the appearance of wider set eyes. For mascara, I'm going to use the Covergirl Waterproof Lashblast Volume. I like this mascara. It doesn't really transfer onto my cheek like all my other mascaras. Seriously, I can't even use anything besides waterproof because it just gets everywhere. This is super important when putting on any mascara. Oh my gosh, I'm dancing. Sorry, guys. Is to always let it dry. And you know what? If you have any imperfections, you got some on your cheek, let it dry and then take a Q-tip and remove it. If you grab it when it's wet, it's going to smear everywhere. I always try to take a Q-tip and clean my upper lid. A lot of times people don't realize that the mascara transfers on like almost stamps. So make sure to get that so you don't ruin your look. Go in with any precision brush and we're going to line the lashes. The color we're using is the same color we used for the transition shade. I'm going to use this to line the bottom lashes, but don't go all the way up to your tear duct. So now I'm going in with the lighter shade to go in the front to highlight the inner lashes, which will actually open them up more and can make your eyes look bigger. And for that, I just used a beige champagne color. That's the third color in the palette. Going back in with my Real Techniques contour brush, I'm going to use Even Touch Powder Foundation by Milani in the color Natural 03. Putting this on is just going to help me even the skin tone completely out and help my makeup last all day. Going in with some bronzer, I'm going to use a little kabuki brush and blend this Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer in. It's actually blush, but it looks like bronzer to me, so that's what I use it for because it's so light and I'm kind of pale right now. This is the shade Rosé Champagne. For bronzer, I recommend not putting it all over the face, but I definitely like to, warm up the edges. To contour, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette, and I'm using this Flawless Face Bare Minerals brush. I don't want to use anything too dense because I don't want the lines to be too harsh, but I'm just going to go in and go right under my cheekbone, and I like to blend up with it because I don't want anything to make the face look too sunken in, but to almost hollow out my features and make them look higher. And I'm going to go in around my jawline to make my jaw more defined, and make sure you blend it into your neck. Going back in with this Real Techniques contour brush. Sorry guys, I'm in love with this brush today. I'm going to use the other side of the contouring palette, the highlighting side, and just go under my eyes, and really brighten the face and bring whatever features I want to be brought forward attention to the eye, I'm going to highlight. Yes, finally another brush. All right, going in with my Real Technique buffing brush. I'm just going to buff out these edges to make sure that everything's blended together and there's no harsh lines. I don't want to look too dramatic. All right, now let's do them brows, baby. I'm going in with my Kelley Baker Brow Defying Pencil, and I love this pencil, you guys. Seriously, it has the finest tip I've ever used, and it also has the spoolie at the other end of the brush, so it's kind of like a 2-in-1. Alright, now let's gel these babies down with this NYX Control Freak. It's not my favorite brow gel, but I do like it, especially for kind of like a drugstore brow gel. To try to enlarge the eyes even more because I want a big, bright-eyed, doughy look, I'm going to go in with the NYX Wonder Pencil in the shade Light and line the waterline. Going in with this Too Faced Natural Radiance face palette. Oh, that's a tongue twister. I'm going to use this natural, warm, rosy looking blush. I usually don't have such natural looking blushes. They're more usually pink and bright. So I'm so happy to have this blush to use today. And I'm just going to use a kabuki and put that on the apples of my cheek and blend up. Now, for the start of the show, I'm using my Ofra Americano liquid lipstick. This is what I feel like actually makes this look like a really warm fall look. I wanted to use a more deep color for this look, something that wasn't too berry toned, so that you could really get a very autumn feel. Don't forget your Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. It really helps keep your look all night. Alright, so there you have it, my first fall look. I hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know if you have any tips or tricks you want to share or talk. Just leave a comment and I will get back to you. Thank you guys.